How's it going there, good feller? Well, I've been up all night pounding cold ones, so what better time to get going on removing this dead ash tree than right now? It's dangerous, I tell you. So first thing I gotta do is I got my crowbar here. I'm gonna take this little pry bar and I'm gonna have to take my fence down because it's gonna crash right through the fence. And I'm still not convinced that hopefully I'm gonna make it because it's got a bad lean to it. So I'm gonna take out one section of fence, but it's leaning real hard towards the next section of fence over, and it might just take the fence out. So stay tuned, fellers, and you might just see something you really might like, because it might get interesting out here. There's something about taking down these trees that's kind of euphoric for me. It's like a rush. I get an adrenaline rush out of doing that. So let's move on outside, and I'm gonna have to go ahead and get the area prepped. It's kind of a pain in the behind, but this ash tree is dangerous. It's dead. It's just hanging in the breeze. Doesn't even know that it's dead yet, but it's got bark peeling off of it and everything else. So it's gonna have to go, and eventually it's gonna come crashing down through my fence if I don't go ahead and try to take care of it by myself here. So let's get out here, prep the area, go ahead on, take this thing down safely. And I think it's going to be a good deal. I think it's going to fall where we want it to fall, and if it doesn't, it's just too bad. There's our tree now. You can see it's leaning to the right pretty heavy, but it's also leaning towards me. So hopefully it don't take out that post right there and hit that whole section of fence. I'm going to try to bring her through right here. Well, that piece of crap came right off there. It's some rotten shit, I'll tell you what. I'm still trying to save it a little bit though. I don't want these posts to get hit. Well, all right. Looks like this board here goes all the way through here. So since that goes all down through here, this whole section is going to have to be removed. Well, now there's our fence removed. That wasn't much of a hard problem there. Move this piece of crap out of the way. Watch out for mice now. All right, that wasn't too painful. Next thing I got to do is take the cover off of my igloo here, because it's gonna come crashing down on that wood pile, and I don't really care. It kind of might help me keep the tree off the ground a little bit. All right, let me get my saw gassed up. This is gonna be some fun now. I got some really good bar oil off of that online web store. $17 for a gallon. See, here it is now. Prime Guard oil. $17 I gave for that. Let's get her gassed up and get this thing going. All right, I had a little setback there. Somebody left the cap off my saw, and I got a bunch of sawdust down in there. I don't know who would have done that, and then I had to tighten my chain up a little bit, but she's ready to go now. Ought to purr like a kitten. I'm gonna set y'all up where you can get a whole shot of this thing falling, and I only got one camera, so hopefully that'll work for y'all. Well, that was real nice. Might have broke a pallet. That's okay though. I think I'm actually okay. That wood pile may have spread out the blow a little bit there. That was pretty cool. All right, I'm gonna start getting the twigs off this thing, get her bucked up, and we're off to the firewood races here. I've got twigs all over my yard. She broke up bad. That was a dead tree. It needed to go. It was gonna fall sooner or later. It's dead. Well, all right, now I'm gonna haul all these twigs out of here before I finish bucking her up. It's a big mess. See, you can look at all that mess it just made in the lawn. That thing broke up bad. I got a bunch of twigs. I could tell that though when it was standing. It had a lot of twigs on it. Let's just say that. I'm gonna haul these out of here, and I'll be right back with y'all shortly. Yeah, she blew it up all over my lawn, friends. I don't know if you can see that, but I got quite a mess of twigs to be sweeping up here. I'll get around to it though. We'll get her done. So this is what I'm left with here now. Pretty nice crash there. Did a pretty good job of dropping her down. So I'm just gonna get on bucking her up here and make some firewood out of this thing. Let me set y'all up and maybe do a high-speed time lapse of that. Got another one in the neighbor's yard right there. That thing is deader than a doornail, and I think it's gonna have leaves on the top of it, but it is rotten. And you got a cherry tree coming in over here that's kind of locking it in, or I would offer to cut that down for her. Too bad those branches are blocking it. I don't want that thing falling on my trees. That thing is dead. It's in her backyard. Safety first. we got a nice bit of firewood out of that. Some nice rounds there. She's still solid, but the top of the tree is dead. Got some little stuff up here I gotta deal with. And it's time to play pickup sticks. So I hope y'all enjoyed that little explosion. I'm just gonna turn the camera off and play pickup sticks now. I got a bunch of mess to clean up in my yard and get this stuff stacked up and ready to split. Don't forget to like and subscribe, nice feller. Have a good day.